Sneaker fan, what's going on? It's your boy Jake, back with another real versus fake review, man. And I'm just revisiting some old shoes, hoping that some of these reps got updated and hopefully they look better. So without further ado, let's get on with it, man. These the Air Jordan 4 Tech Gray, white Oreo. It has a bunch of different names, man. But this is my original pair I got from Foot Locker. I think it's 2 years old. You can see the box is starting to discolor. And this is the pair I just got directly from China. So without further ado, let's get on with it. So of course, you see here, different size box. And I would just read off the sizes once I open them. So of course, this was when they still came with set price tags on them, $1.90. Now they went up $20 to like sometimes $2.10 and then to $2.20. Depending on, you know, if it's a SP or something like that. So there's a label, right? So we spin it around. Sometimes they have the right size, sometimes they don't. So, all right, just take off the lid. All right, let's take the shoe out. Beautiful shoe. I think the shoe is a couple of years old. Unworn. I like to not wear them sometimes. It's just for the sake of, if I do this shoe and I'm rocking it, I mean, it just takes away from everything. The shoe just won't look right, especially with an all white shoe. So let's put that up here. All right. Eventually, yeah, I think I'm gonna have to get rid of these, man. I'm gonna get rid of them because, I mean, listen, I'm just doing this for you guys, really. Like educational, formative purposes, because I really don't need all of these shoes. I really don't. This shoe looks really nice. Just by pulling it out of the box, it looks really nice. So before that, you know, it's put together well. They layered it right with the papers and everything. Did an excellent job. So this is the numbers on the fake box. So you see that there? We have 345 by 250 by 125. Right? I know a lot of people want to see, they want me to measure it, this and that. But that's your measurements right there. So I am going to look at the retail box, and it is 360 by 265 by 130. Now let me see if I can get this in here without hitting anything. There you go. You see that there? 360 by 265 by 130. So all the numbers you need. And that's for a size 12. Usually size 12 and up on the 4s. All right. All right, so move this over a little bit. All right, let's see how that looks. That doesn't look good either. Is this leaning a little bit once again? I gotta make some camera adjustments. Yeah, that doesn't look good at all. So anyway, stare down. That looks pretty good. Remember, disclaimer, please disclaimer, it's not about detecting shoes on your feet. Please stop it. It's not about calling people out, because you're not gonna know that this shoe is a counterfeit. You're not gonna know that. I'm sorry. With somebody walking, you know what I mean? You're 5-6 feet up in the air. You know, you shouldn't be looking at somebody's feet like that. Whatever you should be doing is, hey man, nice kicks, bro. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? So let's do a 360 on this thing, man. I think this is the best Tech Gray. I think it's the only did one review of this, one or two. No, I had a video that I compared two fakes. So this is definitely the better one here from out of all of them. I'm just in my hand. It has 3 columns, nice clear air bubble. Man, mine, of course, if you're gonna legit check one, yeah, mine's already foggy in there. So to get that cleared up again, just hit it with an air dryer. You know what I mean? Blow dryer. This feels lighter than the fake. I could feel that there. So 2 things I see already is the netting. One thing as I see is the netting and the scale. This is a lot bigger. It's the same basic thing all the time. You know what I mean? Also, another part of this disclaimer, you want to make sure what you're purchasing. If you're trying to get this on the resale market, which still has value, one of the chosen few shoes that still have value, you want to make sure you're getting, what you're paying for. So, all right. So the netting on this one, of course, the plastic, the rubber is a little, doesn't have a lot of give on it. You can hear it there. And the pattern is a little off. So if you look at, you see that the rubber, the elasticity of the rubber has a lot more give. So looking at the pattern of the netting, you can see the difference between the two. You can see the finer stitching under that winglet here. Take a look at the back. You can see 2 different shades of gray behind the tongue. Look like it has a little bit more gold in this one woven into it. Why does that shoe have an arrow on it? I have no clue. But you can see how the plastic of the heel tab, you see that in there? You can see the shape of it when you don't see it here. Also, everything's larger. You can tell by the scaling. Everything's a bit bigger on this one. You can see that heel tab protruding out a little too much, unfortunately. You see that? You don't see that as much on the retail pair. Typical thing is always, the outsole is different. In the outsole trim, you can see more of the smooth trim on that beveled edge here, where you don't see it as much here. You see more of the textured look that goes all the way up. And you see more of that smooth edge here. That's a huge difference where you see, if you're trying to legit check your shoe. Also, the stars on the toe. Tumbled leather looks and feels good on both shoes. The opening here on the tongue looks pretty good. Laces are different. The lace pattern is different. Oh, you got Jumpman Jordan here with the gut in the not oblong head. Yeah, I would say oblong head. But the stitching still looks pretty, the embroidering still looks pretty good, but not as clean as the retail pair. Tongue height, a little bit taller on the retail pair, but the tumbled leather texture looks pretty good. The speckles look good on the eyelets and the winglet. Take a look behind there. All right. Oh boy, almost 9 minutes in. All right, so let's take a quick look at the see what the left shoe looking like. Go around it. A nice little 360 on it. Boom, boom. See if they're both basically the same here. Everything looks clean. Like I see a little, this is what you'd consider a flaw. That's a QC flaw right there. That's not a structural build flaw. This is like QC flaw, You see that elasticity on that. Damn, I think I'm gonna get rid of these, man. I'm serious. I think that's about it for those. Yeah, holding on to them too long. So all right, so now We're gonna read production dates and all that good stuff. Take a look at the shoe trees as well. So, move that over here. Sorry about my squeaking chair. Eventually, I will replace this chair. We got die cut sock liner on the retail pair, 12, 12 and a half. Also here, 12, 12 and a half. Die cut sock liner. Only thing you see is like more of the fibers of the cardboard on the retail pair. With this one is nice and smooth, right? And that varies. So let's see if I'm able to pull out, which I don't like. I really don't like pulling out these insoles, especially on the 4s. It's not great. If I can't do it, I will not do it, and I'm not gonna force the issue. So I'm not pulling out this insole. I'm so sorry. But I will read off this VW1. It's Vietnam, 12/2/20 to 2/25/21. So this shoe is between 3 to 4 years old and still worth over 400 plus, over $400. So we got it here. That tag looks different. We got VW1 Vietnam. We got 10/2/20 to 2/27/21. Let's see if these dates match. On the other fake, we got VW1. We got 10/2/20, 2/27/21, correct? All right, so that looks good. So let's put this shoe tree back in. I will pull out the insole on the Fugazi. And also, as I pointed out, like the stitching, the fine stitching is fine stitching on the retail pairs and not on the fakes. It's not as fine. So this is easily, you could pull out this insole, or not so easily. These aren't fun either. I'm not gonna have fun putting this in. Hey, the footbed looks pretty good. And the adhesion line, that's pretty good. You would have to check out my older videos. Just look up Air Jordan 4 Tech White or Tech Gray. Look it up, and maybe I pulled out. Maybe I pulled out the insoles. I was able to pull out the insoles on that video. So let's get to the let's weigh these suckers, and then we'll blacklight it and we'll shut this thing down. All right, so let's get that trusty weight scale in. Boom, boom. Left shoe definitely feels lighter. 1 pound, 5.8 ounces. Very light shoe. Boom. 1 pound, 9.8 ounces. Almost 2 pounds. Yeah, it's almost a half a pound heavier. 1 pound, 99 ounces. Right? Yeah, that's super light. 1 pound, 5.6 ounces. And that's with the shoe tree. So that's, I'm not half a pound. Oh my gosh, a half an ounce difference. My gosh. Whew. It's past midnight, man. It's getting late for a brother, man. So let's turn off these lights, and let's get the black light going here. Let's see what's up here. That should be enough to black light these. Boom. All right. So we got retail pair here. A little residue here. You see it here. Going around. Right. See stitching glowing behind here. Right. All right. Take a look at the right shoe. Going around. Oh, take a look under it. I forgot to do that. I hate when I take these little breaks in between. Something slipped my mind. So everything's glowing just like the retail pair. The outlining of the Jumpman. And they don't have any stitching here. Let me pull this one over. Take a look at that one as well, so you all can see it. there. All right. I'll go around this. Oh, I see like a watermark right there. Can't you see it right there, like a smudge under the black light. That winglet, the winglet's on the it's not showing on camera, but yes, it's reflecting under the black light ever so lightly. But this one here, that's one of the probably the best fake 4 tech whites I've had. This would be number 3, and that's by far the best. Yep, after 4 years, that's how it should be. After 4 years, yes, no doubt, no doubt. Please, guys, don't ask me about batches, because that's one thing I don't do. I do not inquire about batches. I really don't care for them because it's so random and there's really propaganda behind it, just like a hype train. So I don't even sweat that kind of stuff, man. So what's your take on this review? What's your take on these kicks? Let me know in the comment section. Like, comment, share, subscribe. It's your boy Jake signing out. Appreciate you guys for watching 16 minutes of this thing. Peace.